welcome back to the Homespun Annie channel. So, in this ASMR video, I am going to do a flip through of the August The English Country Home magazine. And I was gonna try, I don't know if you watched my last Hygge Box unboxing, there was a wooden 3D puzzle that came in that box. And I was thinking I really wanted to do that for an ASMR video, and I still am going to, put it all together. But I just have not had time to do that kind of ASMR video. So this week it's going to be another magazine flip through, and this time it's the English Home magazine. But before we flip through, if you could go and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have my eye on that 1,000 subscriber mark and beyond, and I would greatly appreciate all of your help in helping this little channel grow. So, okay, well, you might be able to see on my hand that I do have a little bit of paint, and I have been the last couple days working really hard on fixing up our old built-in cupboards that we have. And I mentioned them in the last video where I shared my great-great-grandmother's Victorian era Haviland china from France. And so this week that is my big project, is fixing up those cupboards. And so I've got paint on me, I have it on my arms, on my other hand. So anyways, I'm working hard on that, but it has been so hot. And we've just had all of a sudden a major heat wave, and it was 101 today. And so trying to paint and it just being stifling hot in the house it was kind of a challenge, but I'm making progress, and my hope is to have that video of me fixing up that cupboard all done by this Sunday for this Sunday's video. And we'll see. It might end up being posted on Monday instead of Sunday this next week, but we'll see. I might still get it done, but I'm working hard on that. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into the magazine. So this is the English Home, celebrating the essence of English style, natural beauty, designs inspired by English landscapes. So this one looks like it's going to have a lot of garden stuff in it. I actually haven't looked through this one yet, so I'm seeing it for the first time with you guys, which is kind of fun. So it is now about 9 p.m. and it is still very, very hot. Even though it's no longer 101 degrees, it is still, it's not cool enough outside yet to really cool off the entire house. So, yeah, summer is here, and I am doing my best to just embrace it and love it and not, when it gets so hot, it's easy to kind of complain about it. And I'm trying not to do that because I know that winter will be here eventually and we'll have snow. And so I am just doing my best to soak in the hot summer weather. And also because last summer at this time I was pregnant, newly pregnant, and very, very sick. And so I was in bed most of the summer. So I really want to make sure that I'm enjoying this summer as much as possible. Okay. Anyway. Design discoveries. Enduring styles and ingenious functionality make these summer updates lasting choices to enhance interiors and create memorable schemes from season to season. Oh, and I already spotted the Burley Pottery. And if you have seen some of my previous videos, you know how much I absolutely love Burley Pottery, especially the pink Asiatic pheasant print, which I am currently building up my collection of. And so this pattern here is the Blue Willow, and this is also by Burley. And so, archive pattern. If seeking to start or add to timeless ceramic collections, look no further than Blue Willow tableware, which is being reissued to celebrate this beloved motif. The pattern was originally launched by Burley in 1924 and features flora, fauna, and architecture inspired by the Far East. So the 19 centimeter plate is 24 pounds, teacup and saucer 58 pounds, tankard jug from 45 pounds, and teapot is 118. So, coming up in a couple weeks, I'm going to be doing a video, and I'm going to show you, there's going to be a lot of stuff in the video, but one of the things I'm going to show you my recent addition to my Burley Pottery collection. So that will be coming up in a couple weeks. And there's some little dog beds, fabric library. All covered, noting an increased interest in the concept of loose covers for furnishings. Lorford's Contemporary has launched a range of covers that can be used on any of its current handmade designs. In addition, when a change is desired, loose covers can also be ordered independently from its in-house seamstress. So, the Hendel slipper chair with loose cover scallop skirt, 5,400 pounds. And then this footstool is 2,500 pounds. So not cheap, but very cute. Art Deco posters. Scenic table. Sitting on a bench. Oh, here. Sitting on a bench is often compromised by finding somewhere within easy reach to place refreshments. With this in mind, this design has a built-in collapsible table, which can double as an extra seat if not for use. If not in use. That's actually very cool. And it's 199 pounds. That's very cool. We've got some curtains. Painterly wall covering, and I don't know if you can tell in the video, but there's like a wallpaper and it almost looks it's interesting, like a wood grain, but it's green. The great outdoors. Create an idyllic setting for a picnic in the garden or further afield with all of the right accoutrements. No, this is really pretty. Green floral painted stoneware jug. £65, Summerhill and Bishop. Very pretty little chair. $150 or pounds, sorry. Ring toss game, very cute picnic basket. Robert James literary bronze sculptures and water features to enhance your home and garden. So this again, this looks like Alice in Wonderland, the Queen of Hearts. And pleasing potting. Tactile essentials and decorative touches make it desirable to spend time in the potting shed. It's a very interesting chair. A very cool watering can. Hawes Faisley Flow indoor watering can. 45 pounds. It's very interesting. I don't know, you call it chair, but it looks like it's made out of stone. Behind the scenes at Wow House, we reveal a preview of 3 schemes featuring this year's highly anticipated interior design showcase in London. Below, Anahita Rigby and a sketch of the study. Swatches, a coral cut velvet. That go from Pierre Frey with Will upholster a chair. James Hare's Orissa silk in forest green will add softness and texture on the walls. And then over here we have founders of Jam, Will Fisher and Charlotte Fremantle, and a sketch of the primary bedroom. And then Lucy Hammond Giles, Associate Director at Sybil Colfax and John Fowler, and a sketch of the Colfax and Fowler morning room. Swatches. Here, classic Colfax and Fowler design honeysuckle will be included as a curtain lining. So this will be a curtain lining. While it's Eton check, we'll add a smart note to an armchair. Cultural exchange. Dividing their time between Hong Kong and England, Amanda and Stephen Clark have successfully combined the two worlds with an exuberant display of chinoiserie, I think I pronounced that right, in their 18th century home in Wiltshire. The wisteria-clad back of the Georgian house is framed by tightly clipped yew hedges and overlooks the beautifully tended grounds. Sometimes you fall in love with a place when you walk in. It feels welcoming, as though it has been waiting for you. Above, the teak trellis was designed by Stephen and made in Thailand. It is clad in New Dawn, Cecile Brunner, and Awakening Roses. Wow. It was made in Thailand. and somehow shipped back to England. The Italian chair in the entrance, right here, in the entrance hall, is from an 18th century set. Flowers from the garden stand on it. A gilded table made in China by a German master carver and gilder. An antique carved wooden sconce supports a pot of porcelain morning glory flowers from the Vladimir collection. This is very pretty. I love this color on the walls. The house may look a little grand, but it is completely comfortable. It is not precious. Okay. Adding to the stately grandeur of the drawing room is a glass chandelier from Denton Antiques on Kensington Church Street, London. The wall color was especially mixed for the room and was matched to a piece of fabric that Amanda had and loved. The rug was made for the room by Brocqueny in France. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that name, but the rug is very pretty too. This has been the first traditional house I can play with. It has been fun, and my homage to Brighton Pavilion. So above here, the library walls are covered in a gold silk damask by Scalamandre, and the sofa is in a Belgian mohair from Altfield, London. The chimney piece is original to the house. Formerly the kitchen, the dining room features a pagoda-style chimney piece. Oh, interesting. Here, this is the fireplace. And this is like the mantle, I guess. So the dining room features a pagoda-style chimney piece and chinoiserie wallpaper, both of which the couple had specially made for the space. The sculptures were sourced from Paolo Moschino. Paolo Moschino. The Georgians were strong on color. They didn't have white painted walls, and because of the amount of light the rooms can take it. Above here, Amanda had the pretty chinoiserie wallpaper in her reading room made to her design. Amanda has gone all out in this great bedroom with strong Chinese red painted walls and a lacquered four-postered bed by Beaudesert. Above here, the Estrigan arched pool house was designed by Isabel and Julian Bannerman to conjure memories of Amanda and Stephen's happy holidays in Italy. Left here, tucked into the southwest corner of the rose garden, is a thatched cottage ornée, the perfect place to sit for a glass of wine and to drink in the heady scent of the flowers around it. A Gardener's World. American-born Allison Ilsley has swapped a career on stage in New York for a life in a quiet riverside Essex village, creating a traditional English country home and garden to to match. Allison, a garden designer, loves nothing more than spending time tending the wide variety of plants and flowers she has carefully grown since moving to her home 15 years ago. This is so pretty. Lovely little garden. The red brick house and wood-clad barn create a sheltered spot in the garden to enjoy alfresco meals surrounded by year-round color and interest thanks to Allison's thoughtful planning. Oh, I love the colors. I like to think of our home as an eclectic, stylish, quintessentially English elderly lady. A sunny windowsill in the sitting room is home to a collection of cut flowers, potted herbs, and house plants. Let's see, we've got this garden here. I'm going to try and remove it so we can see the whole picture. So here, a jewel-colored antique rug picks out the vibrant blue of the velvet sofa from loaf in the walls in Farrow and Ball's denimes. And this looks like it was probably an old fireplace here. Here, inherited antique wooden furniture and a Godfather clock sit in front of a cartography-themed gallery wall in the entrance hall, which is painted in stony ground by Farrow and Ball. And then here, a granite-topped island and stools from Cox & Cox create a sociable area for the couple to entertain while cooking. Pendants from Pookie on dimmer switches provide mood lighting. I'm guessing that's what these are, these little birds. Oh no, the pendants, the lights, oh my goodness. It's late, I'm tired. I know what pendant lights are. Anyway. Okay, so over here, a wood-burning stove keeps the open-plan kitchen dining room cozy in the colder months. The Neptune table works hard and is one of Allison's favorite possessions. She has painted the legs and wooden chairs a deep blue to contrast with the herringbone wooden floor. Billy the cockapoo enjoys the view from her favorite perch on the sofa. I would love to have a wood burning stove with this kind of ingle nook around it. It's not possible to have an ingle nook in this little house that we live in. I mean, it might be possible, but kind of hard, but I don't know. Maybe someday I'll have an ingle nook. But I will definitely have a wood stove. As I've mentioned before, we'll be installing a wood stove hopefully before this winter. We have the stove. We just have to get it installed. There is so much character to the building, and returning home always feels a little like stepping back in time. So here, in the family bathroom, Allison has used the gentle and calming hue of lichen by Farrow and Ball to highlight the traditional paneling and sash windows. And then here, the botanical thread running through the house continues in this master bedroom gallery raw collection of vintage prints. here, this is very interesting wallpaper. A muted botanical wallpaper by Sanderson makes a design statement in the principal bedroom. The bedside table is a family heirloom made by Allison's great-grandfather. And here, inspired by the nearby renowned Beth Chateau Gardens, Allison has created a small gravel garden where a wooden Lutyens bench offers a beautiful place to enjoy a good book. Then here, part of the gravel garden, the tall purple lupin spires echo the Gothic metal gate pillars behind. We have wild lupins that grow all over the place here, especially along our dirt road. They don't get this big, and they're different shade of purple, but we have them everywhere. They're kind of, and now at this point, they're kind of losing their color and dying back, but in the springtime, they are very vibrant. Full bloom. A French-style house in Essex has been sympathetically restored by owner Victoria Single, who has added rococo flair and connected the interior to the garden views beyond. So the Mediterranean-style terrace outside to the rear of the property sits beside a lawn and border of roses and perennials. This is so pretty. Here we have so many deer that would come through and just munch on all of that, thinking it was a delicious treat. So if I were to ever have a flower garden, well, I do have flowers on my back deck because the deer won't come on the back deck. But if I were to ever have a bigger flower garden, I would have to have a nice high fence around it, like I do around my vegetable garden. I wanted to highlight the enfilade aspect of the linking ground floor rooms, ensuring the decor didn't detract from the beautiful view. Such a cool staircase. Above, here, Victoria on the elegant Georgian-style cantilevered staircase. Above right, in the hallway, a wooden rocking horse is framed by French windows opening onto the terrace and grounds beyond. French-style sofas in the sitting room are upholstered in Belgian linen. The landscape above the fireplace is by John Barker, and the mother-of-pearl chest was sourced on Victoria's travels in the Middle East. So here's that. Oh, this rug. Very pretty. Very vibrant and colorful. Victoria's design inspiration can come from a tiny detail, such as the shape of a table leg or a floral motif in a mirror. Above, the cupboards of the boot room are painted in a custom mixed color similar to pigeon by Farrow and Ball. Victoria enjoys creating seasonal bouquets and arrangements from the flowers gathered in her garden. And then here, the Rococo-style chandelier in the dining room is from Norfolk Decorative Antiques and matches the one in the sitting room. The dining chairs are from a Decorative Collective, and the mahogany desk is a family piece. The Duchess painting is by Mandy Racine. And here, I love this blue. Absolutely love it. The kitchen table is a reproduction of a French monastery table, and the Swedish chairs were found on Decorative Collective. The Ribchester Belfast sink is from Shaw's of Darwin, and the taps are from Perrin and Rowe. Think over here. Very cool sink. And I love the faucets. Oh, right here. I can see it. This is Burley. This is Burley pottery right there. And that is the pale blue Asiatic pheasant. Okay. My love of antiques stems from my childhood holidays in France, rummaging around brocante fairs with my parents. So here, the enormous mirror in the hallway is original to the house. The spherical lantern is from Jam, and the gilt sconces were sourced from LCT Home. Then here, a pale pink striped cushion on the bed in the guest bedroom, complemented by cut roses from the garden. The antique portrait is of a relative of Victoria's. Here, looking through the upstairs landing towards the guest bedroom, where the walls painted in, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that, are teamed with Artemis wallpaper by House and Hackney. I like nothing more than spending time in the garden. We are blessed with several old varieties of roses which are superb for cutting. So here, the view in the early morning light looks out over a stone balustrade to the woodland planted by Victoria and her predecessors. Very cool. Left, espalier limes line the gravel driveway, framing the view of the French-style hunting lodge. The front door is framed by two Hoddesdon grey planters, each housing topiary box balls. Global spirit. Uniquely mismatched furniture and accessories sit beautifully alongside international collections of textiles and art to create a wonderfully eclectic, stylish home in the city. So above here, colorful textiles collected by the homeowner Annabelle Hicks have been hung on the wall and draped over an antique Victorian faux bamboo ladder. From Clubhouse Interiors, the 18th century Swedish sofa is from Nicky Page Antiques. Then here, the Midsummer Night's Dream chandelier from French bedroom adds a whimsical touch to the salon. A Love Your Home Bloomsbury loose cover sofa has been upholstered in designs of the times. Mula, and the elm coffee table is from Andy Thornton. So you might hear my son coughing in the background a little bit. I hope it's not too loud. He is getting over a cough, and it was kind of hanging on for a while, but it is getting better. But it's still kind of, yeah, it's just the last little bits kind of hanging on. So anyway, yeah, but he's feeling a lot better than he was. I have a lot of things I collected in my own slightly wild, eclectic style. It's so interesting. So here's, her home looks so colorful, and then the kitchen is very neutral. then above here, so old and new furnishings and a mix of styles blend effortlessly. So above we've got in the hallway, an antique lantern from Hayes Antiques complements the Gothic detailing on the bespoke radiator cover painted by Amanda Sutton. The stair runner is from Roger Oates Design. Here, mandarin stone, Calcutta amber, honed marble tiles create a serene atmosphere in the main bathroom. Seen in a variety of shapes on the floor, wall, and bath, the bespoke basin was designed by Nefarious. Here's the bedroom. The guest room has been painted with painted paper, library's paper 3, a soft calming shade. Poogie's inbuilt Mumford wall light has been paired with a color pop orange Ikat shade. The artworks above the bed are 19th century etching patterns. I'm sure there are a lot of things in here I am mispronouncing, but I'm doing my best. I did take French in high school, and so there are a lot of words I'm still able to sound out, but some, of course, I have no clue. But I am obsessed with textiles, quilted, patched, hand-woven, and so on. Style inspiration. Our special section dedicated to interior design and decorating begins here. And we've got wallpaper, and this is actually, you can see a wood stove here. Oh wow. Nature's palette. Introduce flowers and trees to interiors with patterns and palettes inspired by an English country garden. It's definitely a very pretty green. I don't know. It's a lot of green. I am contemplating for our bedroom that I do want to possibly do a green theme, but I just have to find the right green. I think this would be a little bit too much busyness in green, but I'm definitely looking for green ideas for our bedroom. See, I don't know that I would put this on my walls, but this is kind of pretty with the pink and that shade of green. We will see. So these are leafy greens, and then it gives a sample of some leafy green textile prints. And this is very pretty. I really do like this. This to me has kind of a cottagey feel, which is what I'm going for in our house. So yeah, this is very pretty. So rosy pinks. This is also very pretty. Let's see, is this a wallpaper? I can't tell if that's a mural or wallpaper, but it's very pretty. Then you've got these rosy pink textiles. Oh, this is pretty. That's a very cool wallpaper. And I love that it has like the turquoisey greens and the purple in it. There's a little bit of purple. And the purple and the kind of the mustard yellow. Really, really nice. Now, I wouldn't put this in my kitchen, but I do think it's a really cool wallpaper. So these are Blissful Blues. So here's some Blissful Blue textiles. I love this one up here. Garden Party. From shimmering chandeliers to floral flourishes, interior designer Catherine Pooley serves up some expert advice on how to add a sense of occasion to a garden party. Oh wow. It's a very fancy garden party table. Very elegant. Home as canvas. There's nothing quite as personal as adding decorative touches to a home using brush marks made by your own hand. Decorative artist Tess Newall shares some starting points to inspire creative projects. Oh, fun. And she's painting a lampshade. I am definitely going to come back and read this article. Very fun. Decorative painting gives soul and personality to a home. It helps to create a layered room, adding depth to the space. So I'm guessing she painted this on the walls. Very cool. Okay, so here, garden room inspired by the long gallery of Parham House painted by Oliver Messel in the 1960s. I'm currently painting a frieze for the Great Chamber at Hever Castle, once home to Anne Boleyn. So here up here, Tess Newell's Herbarium Wildflower Wallpaper, 168 pounds a roll with hand-painted Bloomsbury panel. So she does some of her stuff is turned into wallpaper, which is pretty cool. If you try to do things too neatly and carefully, it feels too controlled and lacks fluidity. The perfection is the imperfection, the irregularity. I love that. That's kind of when I'm doing any kind of artwork, which isn't very often, but that's kind of how I go with it. Even if it just, it's almost like you can call something rustic, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So even with like my baking, I like to call it rustic because it's never perfect. Anyway, quintessentially inspiration for seasonal pastimes and making the most of life at home starts here. This is a garden kneeler. And then it gives you the instructions for making it. Sunny days. Enjoy the heat of high summer with garden gatherings set against a cheerful combination of bold stripes, nostalgic ginghams, joyful sunflowers, and foodie treats made from the garden-grown produce. That's cute. I do love that striped tablecloth. A very pretty bouquet of flowers. And as I've mentioned before, I am doing a weekly short video of wild bouquets of things that I find around the property here or when we are out and about on an adventure. And I'm just making wild bouquets out of anything that I can find. And I'm posting a short on my YouTube channel of it every single week. And I'm going to see how long I can go. Of course, once winter comes and the snow falls, it'll be pretty hard to make a bouquet. But I'm going to try and do it through the fall. And so if you want to see those little wild bouquets that I'm making, you can go and check out my shorts and kind of follow me as I do that through the fall. It's very, very fun. So here's just some little treats. These are lemon and sunflower seed slab cake. Creative space. Solar flash, red sun, Earthwalker Lemon Queen. Very pretty. Freshly cut flowers will benefit from being plunged into cold water and left to drink for a while in a cool place like a shaded shed or workroom before you arrange them in vases to style a table or as bouquets to give to guests as they leave. What to do in high summer. Make herby cocktails, cook with courgettes, press flowers, and revitalize interiors with simple country-style updates. And of course, for those of us in the US, courgettes are zucchini. Very fun doing pressed flowers. I have not done pressed flowers since I was a little girl. Maybe I should start doing that again. And I would always do them in a book. And just find a big old book and press them in between the pages of the book. So here is an herby cocktail. And they create a country style bathroom. I do love that. That is a very dreamy bathroom, I have to say. And eat courgettes. So here's their Dalesford courgette and lime fritters. Those look so good. I have a recipe for zucchini fritters that I have made for years, although I haven't actually made them in a while. So, and I would always make them from zucchinis that I would grow in my garden, and I don't have a vegetable garden this year, but the plan is to have one next year. So maybe when I have my zucchinis from next year's garden next year on the channel, I will make a zucchini fritter video. I know that's a long ways off, and you never know, but anyway. The art of enjoying summer fates. I do know how to pronounce that. Summer fates, which is basically, it's kind of like a party. Passionate about quintessential English customs, our incognito columnist reminds us to do the best things in life in the most elegant fashion, always with a twinkle in her eye. Houses with character. So these are houses that are for sale if you're looking to buy a home in the UK. And this is Lochland Hall, and it is mainly from the 17th century, but looks like maybe parts were from around 1572. Wow. £5,250,000. Very cool. I'd love to see the inside of that. I'd love to see the inside of all of these. One of the things I love finding on YouTube is videos of tours of old homes in England or wherever, in the UK and Europe, wherever. I absolutely love them. So this is here, Divine Views. This is a grade 2 listed Georgian house. It's a former Sunday school, and it goes for £1,350,000. And this little former shop, Brooke House, would have been a hub of the community from the 17th century. Brooke House offers in excess of 800,000. Oh, so offers. They want offers over £800,000. And here's some more majestic landlords here. Everleigh Manor, 30 acres. Okay, the site was thought to be the first home of the Anglo-Saxon king Ine, And the property was also owned by the crown during the reigns of Henry the Sixth, Henry the Eighth, and Elizabeth the First. Everley Manor, £5,600,000. So here, notable nobility. So Tudor era. And it is Malcolm Manor House, £8 million. And then here we have estate lineage. £2,250,000. Okay. Alright. I think, yeah, we have reached the end of the magazine. So, this is My English Garden, Lucy Vale, award-winning florist and youngest ever designer of the royal interest at RHS Chelsea Flower Show, lives with husband Archie and their baby Alfie in London. Seeing the late Queen drive through and admire the archway was truly the proudest moment. Oh. So Queen Elizabeth must have seen some of her flowers. Okay, you guys. Well, that is done. So I really hope that you enjoyed this ASMR flip through, and I hope you found it relaxing. If you did, if you would please subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and share it with someone else you think would enjoy it. I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope that you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this video. And I will talk to you in the next video.